YouTube. My name is Jackie and I am the owner of Flourishing in Faith Co., a faith-based handmade stationery brand that is designed to empower women to flourish in their faith and in life. I wanted to do a video because I received my order of new fragrance oils that are going to be going into wax melts and candles in the coming days, and I wanted to do a scent test and description of the fragrances that came in the mail. I ordered a total of 10. I believe 3 of them are fragrances that I previously used before, and they made the cut with my testers. I used my family and my best friend to test them as wax melts, see if they liked the fragrances or not. 3 of them made the cut for me, 2 made the cut for my best friend, and then my older sister. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm so excited. I think one of my favorite parts about this so far is being able to test out new fragrances, honestly. Okay, like I said, there's 10. So this might take a little while, but I figured in the meantime I also can explain some of the plans for the fragrances, why I selected them, that type of thing. So I'm going to start with this first one is Palo Santo. The notes are amber, cedarwood, Palo Santo wood, smoke, earth, musk, incense, and spice. Oh wow, this one smells very light. It smells lighter than I thought it would, given the incense and the spice in there and the 2 types of wood. But this is actually a really good scent. I really like it. Next up is sugar coconut and creamy vanilla. It has honey, coconut caramel, monk fruit, brown sugar, and vanilla bean. I don't think I know what monk fruit smells like, so let's see. Yeah, it smells like dessert, or you know when you like sniff your syrups that you put in your coffee or your tea, whatever you put syrups in. That's kind of what this smells like, one of those syrups. Don't think I would put that in a wax melt or a candle. I don't really like it that much. Next up is Sensual Amber. This is a repeat. It's leafy green notes, wild cherry, jasmine, freesia, rose, honeysuckle, sandalwood, and musk. Yeah, this one is also, I wouldn't say it's light, but it has like a very perfumey smell. It just makes me think of like a rich auntie, or like somebody you sit next to in church that just smells good. Next is Lavender Vanilla. If you are a Bath and Body Works fan, this is in hopes that it would smell the same. Not sure. I don't think I even paid attention to the notes of Bath and Body Works, but we'll see. The notes for this one is floral, lavender, and vanilla. It smells similar but not the same, but it smells similar. The lavender is perfect. This is a good opportunity to segue into the goal and plan for all of the fragrances that I select for the candles and wax melts for Flourishing in Faith Co. I want them to all kind of create an atmosphere for relaxation, ease anxiety, calm stress. Lavender is known for reducing stress and anxiety through the smell. So that's great. So I'm really excited for this one. It will absolutely be used and listed on the website and sold at markets. Next is Morning Veil. This name just makes me think of like the temple and the altar in the Bible. I don't know. The notes for this one is aquatic, pear, grapefruit, magnolia, cyclamen, jasmine, musk, amber, and cedar. I do not know what aquatic is, nor cyclamen, but let's see what it smells like. Yeah, that smells really good. It smells like its name, but it also smells like clean laundry, but not the way most fragrances, when you say clean laundry, are very clean, very clean. But it also fits that the morning title as well, where it's just kind of like bright and uplifting, but not too much, very clean. I do not know what's happening with the lighting. It's like supposed to be raining, so I think the clouds are like keep blocking the sun and not blocking the sun. So um, I'm just gonna keep going. Saltwater Orchid is next. This is another repeat. This is one of my favorites. It is citrus, ozone, floral, greenery, and musk. I don't know why I smelled it. I had to. It's like I said, it's one of my favorites. It smells clean, but like citrusy, which of course is the first note listed. So like rejuvenating, energizing in a good way. So yeah, I really like that one. Next is white tea, greenery, lemon, orange, clove, violet, lavender, and musk. This one I had purchased a similar one, same name. I'm not sure if it's the same notes from a different candle supply company, and I ordered a kit. And white tea was one of the ones in the kit. It just fit the vibe that I was going with for the line, the fragrances that I wanted. So yeah, um, yeah, smells very good. You can smell the lemon in here in a very good way, a very clean way. Next up is Magnolia and Pink Peony. This is my other favorite one. Um, Cherry Blossom, Peach, Citrus, Magnolia, Peony, Freesia, Jasmine, Amber, Powder, Cedar, Musk, and Woods. Um, yeah, this again fits that clean, fresh, morning, you know, refreshing, rejuvenating, energizing type of fragrance. Um, this is my best friend's favorite. And her fiance, I sent them wax melts of the Magnolia Pink Peony and the Saltwater Orchid when I made my first batch of wax melts. And they actually fought over who was getting which one because they both loved the smell of both of them. They ended up melting both at the same time in their different wax warmers. And my friend said her house smelled so good for a couple of days. Next up is oatmeal milk and honey. It has almond, oats, tonka bean, musk, vanilla bean, and honey. If you've been paying attention this far, musk is in almost all of these, I think. Oh, this smells so good. This smells like baby bodies bubble bath. That's what this smells like in the best way. Um, Not too like childish if you were to put it as a candle, or not too soapy if you were to put it as a candle or wax melt. It's just, it gives this very like calming smell. So yeah, really like that. And last but not least is Moonlit Meadows. It is pear, agave, cherry blossom, rose, marine, powder, musk, and amber. Oh yeah, that one smells really good too. I know the name is Moonlit Meadow, but this again kind of would go with like that rejuvenating, energizing morning type of fragrance. So now that we've smelled them all, I'm going to categorize them into I guess categories based off of when I would put them, when I would burn them or melt them, warm them. Moonlit Meadow, um, white tea, magnolia pink peony, saltwater orchid, morning veil would kind of go with the the day, like an all day type of uh, fragrance that you could burn or warm all day. Um, Even though you don't, that is not proper wax melt or candle care. Do not do that. Do not do that. It does not extend the life or make the fragrance last longer. No. And maybe I'll do a video on candle care and wax melt care so that People who do use them will know how to properly use them. And I definitely want people who buy from me to know how to use them properly. So, yeah. So yeah, I would put them at like a any time of the day. You could put them in, maybe not at night when you're like shutting down the house or trying to wind down from a long day. Maybe not then, but absolutely in the morning, on Saturdays after you cleaned, um, Sunday morning when you're getting ready for church. Any of those, these would be perfect for when you're cooking. Um, yeah, these would all be really good. So that is 5 of the 10. One of them I will not be using. I just think it smells too sweet for what I'm going for. Not to say that it's not a good one, but I probably would not use it as a wax melt or a candle. And then we have oatmeal milk, honey, Palo Santo, sensual amber, and lavender vanilla. Um, for not including lavender vanilla, um, I kind of see milk, honey, Palo Santo, and the sensual amber are like I said, after work. You're trying to wind down, trying to de-stress from the day, or post shower, post workout type of thing. These are really good. And that kind of would include lavender vanilla now that I'm speaking it out, because the lavender has that like stress reducing property. Now, because I work from home, this is a good tip, but lavender vanilla would be really good to have throughout your workday. If you can melt wax or burn candles while you're working, I know that's more likely to happen for people who either have their own business or in like a suite or work from home, or your own clinic type of thing. Lavender vanilla would be really good. This would be good in like a therapist office, a spa, um, maybe even like a doctor's, like, like a doctor's main office where you meet with your patient, not where you treat the patient or assess the patient, but where you meet them or to have like longer discussions with them outside of the clinic. This would be really good. So on your desk, lavender vanilla would be really good for on your desk type of situation. However, if you don't have a desk, it still works very nice for that end of the day, post work wind down time. Even putting it up for bath time or your shower or whatever. Lavender vanilla is a good one. So that's where I would put the last 4: oatmeal milk and honey, Palo Santo, sensual amber, and lavender vanilla. Now, if you host dinners or you host friends over for, girls' night, watching a movie or bachelorette or something, Love is Blind, um, the oatmeal milk and honey, Palo Santo, and sensual amber would probably be really good to have. Like, okay, you've cleaned, you have your friends coming over. You don't want it to be too hyped, too energized, but you want it to be, a nice vibe, nice chill, cool situation. Those ones would do it. Lavender vanilla, if you're having girl talk. Your friends coming over to de-stress with you, lavender vanilla would be it. But other than that, those other 3, perfect. So that is it. I have a lot of vendor events coming up soon, so that is what I'm prepping for and why I have such a large bulk of fragrances coming in right now. I don't intend to order any more before the event. The event is April 26th, and I am officially launching the wax melts and the candles on that date. In person, that'll be the day they get launched, and I'm very excited about that. The only thing at this current moment is that I am still debating on doing candles or not. I love candles. However, I do live in an apartment, and burning candles technically is not recommended or encouraged in apartments. In general, they can be a safety hazard anyway, which is why I'm hesitant to make them. I think maybe for like gift boxes, but I just don't want the burden of someone being unsafe with the candle and then my business being liable for that incident, right? Growing up, my mom had a candle burning. It was around Christmas. She had her Christmas decorations up, and she had her Christmas candle kind of sitting in the middle of some her little Christmas village setup that was on the kitchen table. It was very safe. There was nothing like close by to it. However, the candle sparked, and the outside of the candle caught fire. It was taken care of. But that's something that's always kind of stuck in the back of my head, and I don't want to happen with my candles. However, the wax melts are definite. So that's it for this video. I want to end all of my videos with a faith talk moment, and it's perfect timing because this week is Holy Week. If you are a Christian and you celebrate Easter or Resurrection Sunday, however you want to put it, that is coming up. That is this coming Sunday. And I wanted to take an opportunity to remind everyone, Christian or not, that you are loved and you are loved by God. God gave us the ultimate, showed us the ultimate sign of love by giving his son Jesus to die on the cross for our sins. So that's ultimately it. You are loved, and so I guess that can be an affirmation or a biblical declaration, but you are loved, and remind yourself that when you're starting to feel like you're a burden, or that no one loves you, no one's paying attention, no one cares, someone does, and you just have to make sure that you stay connected to the people that do. And so, in the end of the day, you are loved, and I hope that you go into the rest of this week believing that and affirming that over yourself. And that's it. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will be back in a video soon as I make these wax melts and or candles as I prep for the event, with a lot of other things loading as well. So I will see you in the next video, and until then, have a great day. God bless.